Police in Baltimore flood the suburban neighborhood after receiving a gruesome report.
He walked down the street, right down the middle of the street, with like a pot. And apparently it had the head in it.
This 21-year-old college student is charged with first-degree murder. Police say Alexander Kinyua admitted to killing his 37-year-old roommate, cutting him up with a knife and then eating his heart and parts of his brain.
In the tranquil suburban community of Maryland, a horrifying nightmare unfolded, shattering the peace of its residents. This is the chilling case of Alexander Kinyua, a young man who committed an unspeakable act of violence against someone he considered a friend. Alexander Kinyua was a 21-year-old student at Morgan State University, known for his intelligence and ambition. Pursuing a degree in engineering, Kinyua was described as a bright and promising individual. He was well-liked among his peers and involved in various campus activities, including student government and academic clubs. Kinyua's family opened their home to Kujoe Bonsafo Agyei-Kodie, a 37-year-old Ghanaian national who had fallen on hard times. Agyei-Kodie had recently lost his job as a nurse and was struggling to find stable employment. He had known Kinyua's family for some time and was seen as a friend in need of support. Agyei-Kodie had moved to the U.S. with hopes of a better life. Despite the setbacks he faced, he remained hopeful and appreciative of the kindness extended to him by Kinyua's family. Their home became a temporary refuge as he sought new opportunities. On May 25, 2012, Kinyua's father reported Agyei-Kodie missing after failing to contact him for several days. Concerned, he conducted a search of the home, starting with the basement where Agyei-Kodie had been staying. On May 27th, Kinyua's brother stumbled upon a ghastly sight. Among old furniture and boxes, he discovered a severed human head and torso. The dismembered body was crudely wrapped in plastic and hidden in containers. The discovery was both horrifying and perplexing. The police were called to the scene, and forensic teams quickly began their investigation. The remains were identified as Agyei-Kodie through dental records. The forensic analysis revealed the gruesome nature of the crime. Agyei-Kodie had been violently attacked and dismembered.
We're here today to talk about an incident that occurred last night. Why don't you go ahead, just in your own words, tell me what happened.
Last night, right before I took a shower, I was gonna go get my laundry bag. So I went down to the basement and I opened the laundry door and I saw my blanket on top of a box. And as I was lifting the blanket up, I saw two pans for baking. And in between them was a cutting board. So I lifted up the pans and in it I saw three different objects and they were kind of black with some gravy substance looking at them, and it looked like hands and a head. And as soon as I saw that, I really couldn't distinguish whether it was a face or somebody's face I knew or something. But I looked at it and I stopped myself. I stopped what I was doing. I went upstairs and I asked Alex, come down here. And I asked him, what is it? And he said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's none of your business and all that stuff. And he started avoiding my question.
Initially, Kinyua denied any involvement in Agyei-Kodie's disappearance.
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
Yes, last week I collected a jackal or foxes like roadkill. And usually trap animals. That's what sometimes I can catch, sometimes a jackal. But this morning I saw it's like a wild dog. I can give you a description for a wild dog. That's not wild dog, it's like a coyote type. Like they have fur on it. Maybe it had like a less than an inch of it fur. But my cat was outside and I just happened to be upstairs looking outside and I seen a coyote. So I figured, you know what? I remember catching that fox that was roadkill. So I figured let me gut it up and try and catch it.
You realize what your brother thought though, right? Or thinks. He thinks that it's pieces of Kujoe is what he thought.
My goodness.
Did you realize he thought that? Or you didn't realize so I just said so?
He said that he saw there was something that was blacking him, like he couldn't really describe it, and he said he wasn't sure. And he mentioned it to my father and mother.
Okay.
Nothing about no human skull.
Human what now?
Skull. A human parts or anything. Because he said there was a head, and I said there's a jackal head right there. The coyote forks. and the paws and the inside. I couldn't bring the intestines in because they're already eaten.
Right.
So it's just parts of it. And besides, I wanted to skin it, try to make like a dream catcher.
Were they parts of Kujoe?
No.
They-
The dogs that came out today, they were searching and everything. I'm sure they'll pick the site, you know.
You and I and Chris, again, we're not here to get a confession from you or anything like that. One of the things that I asked you is I'm going to learn about you, right? Because let me explain why. There is psychology to that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because let's say that someone robs a bank, and I find out that this person has a wife that's dying of cancer. Is that the same as the guy that comes in wearing a mask and puts a gun in somebody's hand because he wants to go party out with that money? Or are they the same two people?
The crime is a crime.
Do you know what forensic science is all about?
I don't believe what TV says too much about it. However, I'm aware that it's a hard thing for science.
Do you believe that deoxyribonucleic acid is an indicator to identify who an individual is?
It can play because you have the X and Y chromosomes, and you can also identify, the genome sequence from it. You can extract it.
So you can tell the difference between the blood of a fox and the blood of a human being.
Yes.
What do you think the blood under your mattress should?
That's a blood from period.
From period?
Yeah, a woman's period.
And what woman would that be?
Oh, she doesn't stay anymore.
What about the blood that was in the box?
The box. That's a fox blood there.
What if I told you that it wasn't? What if I told you that that was human blood?
Oh, then I have to show you exactly. Was it dried up, especially?
There's a little bit of both.
Then either that was planted there because I did have the fox there when my father saw me there. He told me to take that out the house for my knowledge. So we take it out because it was kind of smart.
However, under intense questioning, he confessed to the murder. Kinyua described a violent encounter where he attacked Agyei-Kodie with a hammer and a knife, leading to his death.
Tell me what it was that put it over the top where you said, this is it.
I asked Kujoe put his hands on me. Thought about it or dreamt about it.
So, was this something that you planned, or was it experimental when you confronted him?
I didn't confront him. I told him already that night.
Tell me,
I mean,
what did you say?
I spoke to him briefly, rearranged my side of the room, made him take all his shit to one corner, put all my stuff there, fixed up everything. And I just asked him some brief questions because he started working out and all that, trying to do his muscles and all that. I was like, don't fight, especially people who come to my family. I do something else.
Tell me, Alex, tell me what you did.
I mean, this confession,
So how did you kill him?
I won't say I killed him. Now,
I'm asking you that, though.
so basically, I spoke to him, and that was it.
And then what did you do?
After speaking to him,
Did you hit him with a hatchet? Did you hit him with a pipe?
I won't go into detail.
I talk to dead people. Well, right now, I'm not interested in talking to anyone down. I'm only interested in one person, and that's Alex. That's my only interest. But clearly, you perceive Kujoe as a threat to your family. There was a point in time where a decision is made by you that this has got to stop. This is going to end right here. There's two things I don't know. Is it something that was a spontaneous because of something that he did? Or is this something that you said, this is how I'm going to fix this problem?
It wasn't spontaneous. I look at it as Kujoe, when he started doing the things he did, started moving from house to house, and I knew that something was up. And his personality, just based on his character analysis that I was conducting, I was like, something
something's about to go, and I need to visit my family. Period. He got it up. And I just played some music and went to work.
I know what you mean by you went to work, but I need you to explain to me how you went to work.
I'll give you that with a cigarette and a tape recorder.
You're not gonna find this body.
Can you tell me?
I mean, I can direct you to one.
Okay, where is it?
It's right under your nose.
Not at the police station, I hope.
No.
Okay, where?
Well, one is in my stomach, but
Is it in your what? In your stomach?
Are you starving? Are you marking? What's going on? You will go eat food and you want to go eat food.
What was that?
the pot is hot.
When did that happen?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? The other body parts, are they, can you give me an idea where they are?
You might be able to dump. You might find them.
Did you put them in the rest of the body?
What?
Is it the rest of the body itself? Or did you just cut out certain parts? Or?
So let's dissect it.
That's dissected. So
I mean, what charges am I facing right now? I mean, I'm already facing 30 years. So, what charges am I facing?
what charges will you be facing? Well, from what you're telling me, you took his life, yes?
Okay. So,
I'm asking. I know it was rhetorical. I shouldn't have said that. Did you take his life?
I mean, he's not in existence.
Okay.
I could have helped him fake his death.
Well, obviously, that would be murder charges. I mean, you're a smart guy. I mean, you know what they're basically going to be.
Let me go tell you.
If you can tell me, are there pieces of Kujoe in and around in or around your house? Excuse me. Is that a yes?
You looking for his head?
Yes.
Well, his head is taken care of.
Is it in the? How is it taken care of? Can you tell me any more than that?
His head is. Do you have anybody at the house right now? Mm-hmm. Can you get him on the phone?
Sure.
Kinyua's confession detailed the brutality of his actions. He explained how he had used a hammer to strike Agyei-Kodie multiple times before using a knife to dismember the body. Kinyua then placed the severed parts into plastic containers and admitted to consuming parts of Agyei-Kodie's heart and brain, describing it as a spiritual experience.
A white cabinet that has like glass shelves on it. You see the white shelves? Now go to the bottom, move the box of books over there. At the bottom of the cabinet, move the boxes and open one of the shelves. Do you see a bag of charcoal? Go ahead and open it.
What is it, Alex?
Do you see it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
What is inside the bag? What exactly?
Is that what we're looking for?
That's the only part.
That's the only part?
After recovering Kujoe's severed hands and head, the officers were set on retrieving the rest of his remains. Alex revealed that he disposed of it in the dumpster of a nearby church and went so far as to brag that the chances of recovering it were slim to none.
Forensic evidence confirmed Kinyua's account. The autopsy report revealed severe trauma consistent with Kinyua's confession, and tests corroborated the presence of human flesh in his stomach. Kinyua's mental health history was a critical aspect of the case. Friends and family described erratic behavior and signs of mental distress leading up to the murder. Kinyua had exhibited increasing paranoia and unusual beliefs, which he attributed to spiritual experiences. Mental health experts testified about Kinyua's psychological state. They noted that he had been diagnosed with a mental illness, but had not been receiving consistent treatment. His condition had deteriorated, leading to a breakdown in reality and a violent outburst.
You open your bed, and I jerked off, and I sparked off. You got something to say, man? You look at on your bed. Hope you have a good night's sleep. DP on them freaks. Super freak, huh? You like them super freaks? So I got you on. All over your bed. Playing games with.
Those close to Kinyua reported that he had become increasingly isolated and fixated on unusual ideas. This behavior, coupled with his untreated mental illness, created a volatile situation that culminated in the horrifying act.
Here's what's going to happen. See your clothes? Go look in your bed. Look, I left you surprises.
Kinyua was charged with first-degree murder and cannibalism. His trial drew significant media attention due to the grotesque nature of the crime and the complexities of his mental state. The prosecution argued for a severe sentence, while the defense highlighted Kinyua's mental health issues as a mitigating factor. The trial was a painful experience for Agyei-Kodie's family and the community. They grappled with the trauma of the murder and the public spectacle of the trial. Many struggled to come to terms with the loss and the brutal manner in which Agyei-Kodie had been killed. In the end, Kinyua was found guilty of first-degree murder and cannibalism. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The case left a profound impact on everyone involved and highlighted the urgent need for mental health intervention. Agyei-Kodie serves as a stark reminder of the importance of mental health care and the devastating consequences of its neglect. The community mourns the loss of a man who was taken too soon, and his memory continues to be honored by those who knew and cared for him. Thank you for watching this episode of Behind the Crime Network. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of the darkest corners of human behavior. Stay safe and stay vigilant.